So what I'm hearing is really confidence is self-love.
Of course. Yeah. It start with you loving you. You know what I'm saying? And it's, it's still connection with God. It's a connection that, because love, God is love. And God is really where all that confidence coming from. Because you belong. You know what I'm saying? And then you understand that we all are on this planet. I'm very important. But at the same time, I'm no more important than you. But you got to understand your importance.
Yes, yes.
I say you got to understand how important you is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got just as much as anything as any man on this planet.
Y'all, welcome to the Nasheed JaXson podcast. I'm your host, Nasheed JaXson, where we try to help men be better. You know, we try to help men be better in relationships, try to help men be better. And today, my guest is Rude Boy. Hey, man.
Yeah, man, respect.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out to do this, man.
Yes, man, respect, man.
I asked you to come on the show because you said some things to me that was, we have a great conversation. And you said some things to me that really stuck with me. And one of those things was, you feel that nobody else deserved the best other than you. Like, that stuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time that I dealt, with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And having that type of confidence is amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? So how did you come to that? How did you come to, well, for those of us who struggle with confidence, how do we obtain confidence and how do we keep it?
Well, you got to think about what confidence really is. You see what I'm saying? Confidence is pretty much knowing that you know. You know what I'm saying? And you think about yourself. So you want to be self-confident. So you want to be self-assuring. Well, as a little kid, I would say, I grew up in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Was in Jamaica, came to New York at the age of 15. But I think the foundation of my confidence came from Jamaica, being in Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a situation where each individual, they really got to know themselves. And they come from the community, teaching, give you a spirit of domineering, like you belong. I belong in this world. This world belongs to all of us. And I feel like I belong here. I didn't put myself here. You know what I'm saying? God put me on this planet, and he put me for a reason. I belong here. I got just as much right as any man that ever walked on this planet. And then I look myself in the mirror, and I see what I got to work with. And I say, this is what the person I got to work with, and I want the best. Now, which man on this planet that deserves more than I do? I can't see him. He's not born yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He do not exist.
Right.
Because I deserve the best. And I feel like God put me here. And I wish every man feel the same way that I feel. Because he's just as important as I feel I am. But he got to feel that for himself.
Right.
And then sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and remind yourself of these things. You know what I'm saying? You're not just here. You are here for a reason. And you got to practice that. Put it in you. Now, you got to practice it so much that really, to the very core of yourself, you got to believe it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be in your walk. It's got to be in your talk. It's got to be in your movements. And, it's a level of confidence that once you practice it, and it becomes you.
And so it's not nothing that somebody else can give you. You have to give it to yourself.
You got to look within yourself.
Because, sometimes, especially when it comes to dealing with women, you luck up and get this fine woman, and she gives you your confidence. You know what I mean? But then she happens, y'all break up. She break your heart, and then you back in that situation where, you feel like the world has left you. So don't put too much stock into having something outwardly give you confidence.
Yeah, I would look at that just a little bit different. As a woman giving me my confidence. No, confidence, like I said, you got to put that confidence in you.
Self-confidence.
Nobody on the planet can change the way you feel about you. You know what I'm saying? You are a king. You know what I'm saying? And like the way I feel I'm the most important creature that God put on this planet. And no man can change that. Because see, I got something that no man can touch. What I believe, my belief is something that no man can change. You take me, put me in jail, you try to break me, you can whip me 1,000 times, but you cannot break the confidence that I got, that who I am is who I am, and I belong. No female can give me that. I don't care how pretty she is, how beautiful she is. No, she can't give me that, because I already got that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now she come along, she hook up with me, yo, yeah. And Ray, she leave, yo, my confidence still.
It still remain.
Of course, next up.
That's it.
On to the
That's
next,
it. On to the next one.
That's so confident. Yeah, confident. Yo, I don't lose. She lose. Confident. Next.
So what I'm hearing is really confidence is self-love.
Of course. Yeah. It start with you loving you. You know what I'm saying? And it's, it's still connection with God. It's a connection that, because love, God is love. And God is really where all that confidence coming from. Because you belong. You know what I'm saying? And then you understand that we all are on this planet. I'm very important. But at the same time, I'm no more important than you. But you got to understand your importance.
Yes.
I say, you got to understand how important you is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got just as much as anything as any man on the planet. Now, I might look at a man and say, yo, do you think any man on this planet is more important than you? Can you find a man? And you might say, yes, I think the president is more important. Nah, the president is just a man like you. He's just in a position. He's just he got a job to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My job might just be a low job, but yeah, it's a king doing a low job. You know what I'm saying? That don't take nothing from me.
Right.
No, you can't have my confidence.
That's right.
That's mine.
That's yours.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that is instilled. So when I walk with it. When I talk. And sometimes that confidence can be offended. People cannot get offended by it.
Because they see it as cockiness or arrogance.
Who's this guy walking around? No, I'm just confident in who I am. Yeah, when I come in the room, I know a king is in the room. Yeah. I hope every man feel that way about himself, though. But I can't help him. He got to feel that way for himself. Yeah, man. You got to feel it. You got to learn. Sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and repeat it to yourself. And that's, see, we're creatures of habit.
Yes.
And then, we come from communities. Sometimes we come from different backgrounds.
Yes.
Where your parents, sometimes, your family members, friends, they belittle you. And then because you're a young kid, you put that in the back of your mind. You even start belittling yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, but then if you have someone behind you that could reinforce you, tell you who you is, understanding who you is, yeah. And then you could get that and build that foundation.
So it's good. Yeah, I see that. But when you said that, I seen children. That's probably why it's a system of people are born without confidence, because I'm dealing with life and I'm struggling. I got kids who watching me who's seeing me struggle. They don't see me with confidence. So I think it's probably a generational thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere, somebody got to stop and say, yo, hold on, wait a minute. Even though I'm doing this low job, like you say, I'm the fucking man. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. And there can't be no doubt about it.
It can't be no doubt about it. So that when the kids see you, that's what they see. My dad was the man, even though he was working his low job. You know what I mean? Like I think that's something that we need to adopt in our culture.
It's a spirit, man. And then you got to get that dominant spirit of who you is. You know what I'm saying? Don't look down on yourself. Look up at yourself. When I talk to another man, I don't care who he is. He might get offended because I'm looking him straight. No, we're on the same level.
Yes.
You ain't no more level than me. Yeah, and you get offended by that. But that's not my problem.
That's his problem. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm equal to you. No, you got a big job up there. Yeah, I got a little job down here. But if we're going to conversate and we're going to talk, I understand that